Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie.the.cosmic.sailor, and today we are going to be looking at what opportunities are currently around you. So this reading is inspired because sometimes we tend to get stuck in our own heads and our own perspectives, and it can be hard to see all the opportunities that are around us. So we are going to look at what opportunities are being presented to you now. Super excited to get into this reading. We are, at time of filming, we are like shifting out of Pisces season into Aries season. And Aries is all about new beginnings and fresh starts, and it's the beginning of the zodiac wheel. So I'm super excited to do this reading today. We have 3 groups to choose from. The first group is going to be the Opal crystal. The second group is the Labradorite. And the third group is the River Stone. So if you need time to meditate on the groups, feel free to pause the video. I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below, that way you can click straight to your group. And if you feel drawn to more than one group, that's totally okay. That just means there's more than one message for you here today. Please remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also just remember to have fun with these readings. And I will see you in your groups. Bye! Hello! If you chose the Opal crystal, this is your reading. We're going to look at what opportunities are around you, what opportunities are currently being presented to you. So already connecting to the energy of this group, I feel like you are strongly connected to your inner child. This just like creative energy is coming through, this very like lighthearted, fun, and like light energy is coming through. And I'm also getting rainbows strongly with this group, so you could resonate with being a rainbow child, or maybe a crystal child, or an indigo child, or something like this. But yeah, that energy of rainbow children is coming through strong with this group. I feel like this group could also be very connected to sacred geometry. I'm seeing just like triangles being significant. So maybe you're very connected to the energy of 3 as well. You could be a life path 3 is something that I'm also picking up. Very creative, very creative. We're going to go ahead and look at your cards and see what opportunities are being presented to you. So we have Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. So already with this card coming up, I feel like one of the opportunities that's being presented to you is the opportunity to release control, the opportunity to trust in the universe. And a lot of times, when we think about this being an opportunity, it can be kind of frustrating to our human minds because we kind of want to be in control and we want to take the reins and know exactly what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. But I feel like this is a really beautiful opportunity because it's almost like the universe is wanting you to rest, relax, and just trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. And then we have the dog spirit, number 19. So 19 could be significant. A number for you, you could be seeing 1919. And we also have the dog. I feel like you could be very connected to dogs. I just saw 303 on the clock timer again. Be loyal to what you love. I feel like inner child healing is something that the universe could be encouraging you to do, or you could be presented with opportunities to heal your inner child or to connect with your inner child. I feel like the universe could be showing you things that maybe you used to love in childhood, or things that you did, or just inner child is very strong with this group. So I feel like you could be being presented with opportunities to connect with your inner child, heal your inner child. And then we have Libra, I balance. A lot of synchronicities. We have 19 again, 19, 19. Interesting that that came through for this group. Libra, I balance. So I feel like one of the opportunities that you're being presented with is the opportunity to find a sense of inner peace, find a sense of inner harmony. I feel like the universe could be encouraging you to integrate all parts of yourself, your inner child, your higher self, your shadow self, your present self. I feel like you're being presented with the opportunity to, I'm just hearing like trust in the present moment, trust in the peace within. I balance. I feel like you could be coming to certain understandings about life. You could have certain planets transiting or significant 9th house placements or Sagittarius placements in your chart. I'm seeing almost like I feel like you're coming to like the end of a cycle. I feel like you started off on a certain journey or a certain understanding about something, and it's like you're coming full circle with something. And I feel like there is an opportunity being presented to you to release this old cycle or this old pattern. Let's see what else we have. We have fertile. Wow. So with this card coming out, I feel like the universe is trying to say that it's almost like I'm getting the image of like a volcano erupting or a forest fire. We have change. As with the falling leaves, embrace change. So I feel like you're coming up on like the end of a cycle. I feel like you could have had a tower moment or something like this in your life. And what I mean by this is like where the universe, your spirit guides, what you believe in, almost like forced a certain ending or really just kind of shook up things around you. And I feel like this is the opportunity. It's like, what I mean by when I say the volcano or the forest fire, it's like when you think about a forest fire, it's like leveling of all the fields. It's like destruction of everything around you. But when this happens, it's almost like it presents an opportunity for new potential to arise, new forest to be created, new growth. It creates this very like fertile land for new ideas, new inspiration, new opportunities to come. And so I feel like you're at the end of a cycle, and the opportunities that are being presented to you is really one of just letting go of control and trusting that everything is happening for a reason. And I feel like release is a huge message for you. An opportunity being presented to you is the opportunity to release. I feel like the universe could be encouraging you to declutter, is something that I'm also hearing, or let go of what no longer serves you. And it's interesting because with both of these cards being here, I feel like there could be a lot of mirroring happening in your relationships, and there could be like certain triggers coming up. I feel like the triggers that you're experiencing is almost like the opportunity to realize what it is that's been living in your subconscious that is no longer serving you. Certain limiting beliefs, certain limiting thoughts that you no longer resonate with, but that could still bring up certain emotions or certain patterns in your human experience. And the opportunity being presented to you is the opportunity to release and accept new ideas, different ideas. And it's interesting because I'm getting the message, I feel like there could be new people around you as well with this Libra card here, or new relationships coming into your life. And when we think about like new relationships, we have to let go of old relationships that are no longer serving us. And it's like you've come to a sense of completion. And I feel like you've already learned certain lessons, and you're being given the opportunity to learn new lessons. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody passing like the 9th grade. Or, it's almost like I'm seeing somebody passing the 8th grade. And now they're going into the 9th grade. Now they're going into high school. And so they no longer need the environment of middle school. It's like they're up-leveled. I feel like you've up-leveled in some way. And certain things in your environment are no longer serving you. And you're being asked to trust where you're being led. Trust where the universe is leading you. Because the universe has this really big plan for you, I feel. With this micromanaging the universe, breath of the cosmos. It's like your spirit guides, the universe is saying you are a part of a bigger plan. And the environment that you're in or that you were in was no longer serving you. And we think about like that transition of moving from like 8th grade to 9th grade. It can be scary because we've never experienced high school. But it's almost like it's exciting in the same sense. And so I feel like the universe is giving you the opportunity to change this fear into excitement, to change this fear of the unknown into excitement for the new opportunities that are coming into your life. We're going to get some more information with the tarot cards. Let me shuffle these real quick. And I'm hearing your spirit guide say, stop and smell the roses. So I feel like they're really asking you to come back into the present moment and see the beauty in everything. I feel like you're also, an opportunity that's being presented to you is the opportunity to shift your perception to one of beauty and seeing the light and love in life. And again, I feel like it's that message of like the inner child, when we think about children, they don't really worry about where they are, what they're doing, who's around them, if they can trust people or not. They just have this such like open energy, and they're always living in the present moment. And they find light and love and joy in everything they see. And they're very quick to, like, if you ever see a child, like, if they fall or something, they're very quick to, cry, release the pain, and then go back into this like love and light and joyful energy. And I feel like that's something, that's an opportunity that's being presented to you, is to release this pain and shift into this abundance mindset is almost what's coming through. And with this dog spirit here, I feel like you're really being given the opportunity to focus on yourself as well, and seeing yourself in others. And I just saw 12:12 on the clock, so 1 + 2 is 3. A lot of 3 energy here. There's a lot of energy around you to create. So you could be a very creative person. I feel like there are opportunities around you to maybe write poems or draw pictures of the things that you're seeing or experiencing. I feel like they could be helpful to other people going through the same thing that you're going through. Let's see, Spirit Guides of Love and Light. What opportunities are being presented to pile number 1, please? What opportunities are being presented? So the first card that we had come out was the 10 of Summer. And we have the prairie dog here. And the 10 is the number of completion as well. It's like you're ready. Your spirit guides, the universe is saying you're ready to move on to the next phase in your life, to shift into the next phase of your life. And I feel like you're being really called to create something. And I feel like there is opportunity around you to see the beauty in all things. And it's interesting because with this prairie dog, I live in a part of the world that has a lot of prairie dogs. And I had a memory come up on my Facebook where I went out to this place where I live. There's this place called Prairie Dog Town. And I went out there and I took a bunch of pictures of all the prairie dogs, you know? And so I feel like you could be a photographer, or maybe you just enjoy taking pictures of the beautiful things you see around you, or writing poems about the beautiful things around you. I'm also getting Ghibli movies. I feel like your spirit guides could maybe be showing you messages in Ghibli movies. And it's spelled Ghibli. If you have HBO, I think all the Ghibli movies are in HBO. Movies like Spirited Away. What else? My Neighbor Totoro. Ponyo. Those movies are really inspiring. I feel like it's almost like your spirit guides are presenting you the opportunity to see the beauty in all things, to see the beauty in yourself. And also I'm feeling like you could be given the opportunity to connect with others who have similar interests as you, or maybe sharing your work and other people really resonating with it. Get some more cards for you. And I feel like your spirit guides are also saying to find the beauty in the chaos. And they're also saying chaos is the natural order. And everything is natural in the way that it is. Even things that we see as unnatural are natural. Everything is happening exactly as it should. Everything is happening exactly as it should. And sometimes we have to learn harder lessons, you know, that maybe we don't want to learn. But it's like it gives us the opportunity to grow and evolve and change and become somebody else, experience something new. You know? And if we think about like the lesson of evolving, you know, sometimes we have to experience hard lessons, you know, and if we never experienced life lessons that were challenging, we wouldn't grow and we wouldn't evolve and we would almost become stuck or stagnant. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light, what opportunities are being presented to pile number 1, please? Opportunities. We have the 5 of Summer, the Dragonfly. Focus upon the fact that God loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. And that's the thing. I feel like the universe is giving you the opportunity to shift your perspective. We have a lot of blue here. The Summer, these are cup cards. So I feel like you could really be given the opportunity to speak and share your story and be vulnerable with those around you. And I feel like it's almost like you could be some sort of teacher or something like this and really help other people in life through the things that you've learned. And your spirit guides are saying that the things that you've experienced, the things that you've gone through, you didn't go through for no reason. Everything is happening for a reason. And a lot of times we don't know that reason until we look back in hindsight and see, okay, yeah, that thing had to happen. You know? You know what I'm getting with this group as well? It's almost like the hero origin story. You know, a lot of times in hero movies, we think, especially about like Disney movies and stuff, a lot of like sad things happen in the beginning. A lot of really hard things happen. And specifically in Disney movies, a lot of times it's like the death of a parent, you know? But those things had to happen for the hero to grow and become the person that they are, and for the hero to do the things that they do and live the life that they live. And it's almost like it sets up their character. It's like character development, really. It's interesting. I feel like you're really being given the opportunity to shift your perspective and to release control and know that everything is happening for a reason. Spirit guides of love and light, what opportunity is being presented to pile number 1 right now, please? What opportunity is being presented to pile number 1? Spirit guides of love and light, what opportunity? So we have the Princess of Cups. We have a lot of cups here. Princess of Summer. I feel like maybe you could be like a nature photographer, or maybe this is something that you've thought about doing. This says, you can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. So this could be also an opportunity that's coming into your life. Somebody like reaching out their hand, you know, and saying, hey, come to this event, come to this thing. Or maybe saying, hey, I miss you, we should hang out sometime. And I feel like this is almost like the universe reaching its hand out and saying, hey, we're still here. We care about you. There's people out there who care about you for sure, pile number 1. And you could be given an opportunity to rekindle a relationship, whether that's a friendship, a romantic relationship. If that's something that you've been thinking about doing, remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I feel like you're also like, it's like simultaneously while people are reaching out and connecting with you and you're given the opportunity to connect with others, you're also at the same time being given the opportunity to connect with yourself and being given the opportunity to connect with self-love and nurturing yourself. And it's almost like these things go hand in hand. It's like the more you nurture yourself, the more you care about yourself, the more other people want to show you that care and love as well. And the more you care about yourself, the more love that you give to yourself, the more open you are to giving that love to others. You know? And the universe, your spirit guides are saying everything is a reflection of you. I feel like a big theme for this pile is connection. The opportunity to connect with yourself and with others. To connect to what you love. And I feel like maybe you could be some type of photographer or an artist, or you really connect with animals as well. And then on the back of the deck we have the 3 of Summer. This is the 3 of Cups. So you have all cup cards. I feel like this could do with your emotional state as well. You're being given the opportunity to heal certain emotions, release certain emotions that are no longer serving you. The 3 of Summer, the 3 of Cups, we have the hummingbird spirit. It says, you have an exciting reason to celebrate, such as an engagement, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. Remember to cherish those you love. And the hummingbird, beautiful. So again, that message of connection is strong with this pile. You're being given the opportunity to connect with others, to have fun, to celebrate. There could be things or parties or birthdays or something going on around you, and your spirit guides are really asking you to open up and let others in, and let others' joy be an inspiration to your joy. Very powerful. And it's almost like the more you heal, the more beauty and love and light you can see outside of yourself. And the more you focus on your self-love, the more opportunities you'll be given to embrace the love of others. And on this card it says, focus on the fact that God loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. And I feel like I just keep being drawn back to that hero origin story. You know, in the beginning they have this like trouble, this tough time, and I'm specifically thinking of The Lion King. So there could be a message in that movie for you. But in The Lion King, you know, in the beginning his dad dies. And it's really tough for him. And he runs away. And he runs to the forest and he hides. But it's like he was given the opportunity to connect with Simone and Pumbaa, I think is his name. You know, and he was given this opportunity of freedom. You could have felt drawn to another group as well. Maybe watch that pile as well. But it's like, it's almost like he finds this inner sense of resilience, this inner sense of strength. And even though he lost, you know, his pride, his family, everything he knew, the world he knew, he was given the opportunity to live in the jungle and become friends with people he never would have become friends with. Very powerful. I feel like the opportunities that are being presented to you are ones of connection to yourself and to others, for sure. And also creativity. The opportunity to create. We're going to go ahead and end with some advice and guidance for you. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 1, please? Please get some advice and guidance for pile number 1, please. Oh! So we had 2 cards come out. The first card says, I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So this could be a mantra for you. I just saw 555 on the clock timer, 2555 to be specific. So 25 or 55 could be very significant numbers for you as well. But I feel like your advice is to just go within and realize that every challenge that you overcome is an opportunity for growth, is an opportunity for evolution, is an opportunity to trust in the universe and to trust in yourself. And I feel like working with the phases of the moon could be very helpful for you as well, very significant for you. And it's interesting, I feel like there's a lot of mentioning of emotions here. You could be being asked to purge certain emotions, release certain emotions that no longer serve you. And when I think about the moon, I think of like heightened emotions. You could be having a lot of dreams that involve water or water animals in particular. And I feel like writing down your dreams could also be very helpful for you. I'm also getting the message, I feel like you could have grown up in a family where emotions weren't very valued, and so now as an adult, you tend to suppress your emotions. But I feel like when we suppress our emotions, it almost creates this feeling of resistance within. And so you're being asked, your advice is to find personal growth and a deeper meaning among the discomfort. And what I'm really getting with this is like if you're in an environment or you're around people who give you certain feelings, I feel like with this group specifically, your spirit guides of the universe are asking you to trust those feelings and not dismiss what you're feeling. I feel like you could definitely be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or like we are in Pisces season right now, so there's a lot of emotions coming to the surface, a lot of endings happening in people's life right now. And then We have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. And with this message coming out, I feel like the universe is really saying that everything is love. You are love. Everything that you see is love. There are no such thing as enemies, only friends. Everybody is a teacher on your path, teaching you more and more about yourself. And I'm also getting the message, you could be asking, who am I? Your spirit guides are saying you are who you create yourself to be. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye. Hello. If you chose the Labradorite crystal, this is your reading. We're going to be looking at what opportunities are around you, what opportunities are being presented to you. So, right off the bat, connecting with your group's energy, I feel like you are being encouraged to ground, really ground right now. I was just really focusing on my physical body, how my body felt, being in the present moment, and then I just heard these birds singing outside. I feel like grounding could be very helpful for you. I feel like you're very connected to very high vibrations. I feel like you could resonate with being a starseed as well. And I feel like you're very connected to magic is also something that's coming through with this group. And I feel really called to tell you, Labradorite crystal, I think it was something like ancient cultures believed that the reason it has this reflective blue and green, I think this crystal is found somewhere where the northern lights are. And ancient cultures believed that this reflection, this I believe it's called labradorescence is what it's called, but this bluish reflection right here was the northern lights trapped in a stone. And so with you choosing this stone, I feel like you could be a channel, you could be a tarot reader, an oracle reader. Very ancient wisdom, I feel runs through you. We're going to go ahead and look and see what opportunities are being presented to you. So we have called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Interesting. You could feel very connected to ancient Egypt, or maybe you had a past life in ancient Egypt. But with this person walking through this door, walking through this portal, I feel like one of the opportunities that you're being given right now is to shift timelines and to step into your higher purpose. Whether that's pursuing your passions, whether that's something that you've already been feeling called to do. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to finally step into this reality where you are doing what you love, where you are pursuing your passions, where you are living your purpose. And like I was saying, I feel like you have a lot of ancient wisdom, a lot of ancient knowledge, things that you've learned along your path that would be valuable to share with others. I feel like one of the opportunities you're being given right now is to share that wisdom. And then we have starfish. 59, open to infinite possibilities. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to shine is something that's coming through. I'm seeing somebody standing on a stage that's completely pitch black, and then all of a sudden a spotlight just shines on them. I feel like that's something that's happening for you right now, where it's like all of a sudden everybody's looking at you. And I feel like this is almost like the universe saying, we're giving you the opportunity to speak now. And I think it was like a TikTok or maybe something that people do with children where they have like, it's like what I'm hearing is like a talking stick or like a talking bear or something. Everybody's sitting in a group and they pass the stick, and whoever has the stick, it's their turn to speak. It's their turn to talk. I feel like this is the opportunity that's being given to you. I feel like your spirit guides are very funny as well. You could be a very funny person. But it's like the universe is saying, your spirit guides are saying, you have the talking stick now. It's your turn to talk. It's your turn to speak. And then we have 12th house escape with number 36. So we have the number 9 and then 59. So number 5 has to do with change. And number 9 is the energy of completion. I feel like you could have ended a phase or a cycle where you were, I'm hearing like in hermit mode or in a mode of and a period of isolation. I feel like is coming to an end. A period of really focusing on yourself, I feel like is coming to an end. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to share what it is you learned when you went within. And I feel like you're meant to share it with some kind of community or a collective of some sort. And then we have luck. Lucky Clover Dragon, luck. Luck is on your side right now. And then we have opportunity coming out for you in the opportunity reading. I feel like your spirit guides are really funny. And we have the image of the 4-leaf clover again. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. And your spirit guides are saying, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So you could be receiving inspiration, epiphanies, understandings, realizations. I feel like you received a lot of these whenever you were in this like hermit period or this period of disconnecting from the outer world and connecting with your own inner world. I feel like you received a lot of inspiration during this time. You could have maybe journaled a lot or have been journaling a lot. And I feel like your spirit guides are giving you the opportunity to share and speak and help other people who may be in this energy as well. You could be seeing a lot of 4-leaf clovers. And I also feel like you're very connected to the elementals as well. I feel like this could be my fairy pile for sure. I feel like I always have one group who is really strongly connected with the Fae. I feel like this is the group. It's interesting. Really, really powerful. Like I was saying, it's like your spirit guides are saying you have the talking stick right now. People are looking at you. People are wanting to know what you have to say. Whether that's on like social media or maybe at your job or wherever you are. Even if you work as like a cashier or a server or something like this in a small community, people are really looking at you. And you're being given the opportunity to step up and show the world what it is you have to offer. You have this very like open energy around you right now, is what I'm feeling. I feel like you've done a lot of releasing, you've done a lot of purging, and it's like, I feel like you're in almost like a spring era in your life where there's a lot of potential for growth, a lot of potential for opportunities to come into your life, a lot of luck around you right now. I just saw 844 on the clock, so August 4th could be significant for you, or April 4th. I I feel like your spirit guides send you a lot of signs and synchronicities that you're on the right path, that everything is happening exactly as it should. I love this for you, pile number 2. I feel like your spirit guides are saying it's your time to shine. It's your time to show the world who you are, what you have to offer, the wisdom you have learned. It's like, I feel like you have been in a period of being patient, almost like patiently waiting for your turn to come. And it's time, and we just heard the ding. It's time for you to shine. And your spirit guides are saying, this is it. It's your moment. I'm going to go ahead and get some tarot cards. But like I was saying, I feel like the opportunity that you're being given right now that's currently being presented to you, is the opportunity to shine, is the opportunity to share your wisdom. Is the opportunity to show the world the real you. We have the starfish, the star. When I think of the starfish, I think of the star. You know, somebody who's put on a pedestal, who people are looking at, who people want to hear what they have to say. And also, when we think about Pisces, or the 12th house energy, they've gone through the whole cycle. They've gone through all of the signs of the zodiac. Pisces are, if you resonate, maybe you could be a Pisces or not. We are in Pisces season, but this is like, I feel like over the past year, you've definitely learned a lot of things. You've learned a lot of lessons. Really deep spiritual truths about life. And it's like, coming up, I feel like March 21st could be a very significant day for you. Very significant time where it's like you're finally being able to go out there and connect with others and share the wisdom, the knowledge that you've learned. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light. What opportunities are being presented to pile number 2 at this time? Okay, so we had 2 cards come out. We have the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups with the dove. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. I feel like that's it. I feel like it's really this last one, the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. And I feel like I just saw 12:12 on the clock. You could be seeing 12:12. This is something that's being presented to you right now. This is an opportunity that's being given to you. I feel like you could really be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, a lot of messages from the universe, a lot of insights, a lot of downloads, and it's really the awakening of your spiritual gifts and insights. And right here we have soul gifts and training. I feel like you've definitely done this before in life, in previous lifetimes. I feel like this isn't your first incarnation. I feel like you could definitely resonate with being an old soul as well. And that message of the Northern Lights was coming up. So maybe you live near the Northern Lights, or you've had a past life near the Northern Lights. I feel like you have a lot of like indigenous tribe, ancient wisdom within you. Spiritual gifts and insights. And it's like you're being given the opportunity to share those gifts, to share those insights at this time. And then we have Lynx, the moon. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. Wow, so you could be seeing 18 as well. The number 9 is here again, so we have 9, 9, 5, 9. Completion. And like I was saying, I feel like you're really, this time of being almost like in the shadows is coming to an end. And it says worry is unnecessary. So I feel like you're really being given the opportunity to trust that this luck is not going to turn into bad luck. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to trust that all the good things that are happening in your life right now is because you've been putting in the work. You've been doing the work. Trust your intuition right now for sure is a message that's coming through. Trust where you're being led. Trust where you're being guided. Trust your higher self. And your spirit guides are saying you're being given the opportunity to trust that you are meant to experience abundance. You are meant to experience the love and light in your life. And I just saw 1444 on the clock, so that could be significant. 444, I feel like you could be seeing that number a lot. Or April 4th could be a very significant time for you as well. I'm going to get one more card. Spirit guides of love and light, what opportunities are being presented to pile number 2 at this time? What opportunities are being presented? And your spirit guides are saying slow down. I'm hearing that song, Vienna by Billy Joel. Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want before your time, or something like that. I feel like this is divine timing for you. It's your time to shine. And I feel like that message with grounding that was coming up in the beginning, I feel like a message that's coming through is seed the light by staying grounded. I feel like you could definitely be a light worker, or somebody who's meant to share certain insights or wisdom that you've experienced, maybe not even in this lifetime, but you're being really called to ground right now, I feel. Because whenever we're grounded and we're in this energy of being in the present moment, we can really speak our truth and we can really connect with others on a deeper level than if we were kind of lost in our thoughts. And if you resonate with being a starseed as well, we tend to get very wrapped up in our dreams and very wrapped up in things that aren't here. Or maybe if you're a Pisces, this can also happen where we tend to be really dreamy and not very grounded in the present moment. And a lot of times it doesn't make sense, the messages that are coming through, because we're so in our own world. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light. What opportunities are being given to pile number 2 at this time? What opportunities? Okay, so we have Prince of Winter. Let's see, it says decisive, focused, driven, impulsive, thoroughbred horse. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. So I feel like that message of trust your intuition is really coming through. I feel like maybe you could have emotional triggers or something that comes up, and you may think, oh, well, I don't think this is for me, because you may have struggled with low self-esteem or something like this. I feel like that's why this Ace of Cups is here as well. Because when we pour into ourselves and when we love ourselves, we can be there for other people. I feel like you have this very regal energy about you as well, with this thoroughbred horse being here. And he even has this little like crown on his head. I feel like this is you. And your spirit guides are saying, when you receive inspiration, that is your sign to act on that inspiration. It's like the feeling of inspiration can be quite fleeting sometimes. I feel like writing down the things that you're inspired by would also be very helpful for you to tap into that energy of inspiration, because a lot of times, inspiration can hit us at 3 a.m. and we have this thought or this idea, oh wow, that would be a great idea to do or create something out of that. And then it just kind of like, the longer we wait on that inspiration, it kind of just passes us by. And so you could be given the opportunity of certain inspiring thoughts or ideas or things to create, and your spirit guides are saying to act on those thoughts. And we have focus driven. So really focusing your energy on what it is you want to create can be very helpful, and not letting yourself get too scatterbrained as well, or too lost in the sauce is what your spirit guides are saying. And then we have the 8 of Winter on the back. The bunting. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. I feel like another opportunity that you're being given is to see how free you really are. And I feel like you're also being given the opportunity to reclaim your power. It says, God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. And that message of low self-esteem was coming through, so this could be something that you've been healing or something that you've been working on. But it's like this image of this bird with the cage door open. You know, he can be free whenever he wants to be. He just has to choose and say, okay, I'm taking the step to do what it is I want to do. I'm taking the step to pursue my dream. I'm taking the step to fly and feel freedom within. And it's interesting because your spirit guides are making me see somebody sitting in prison or in jail. And a lot of times when we are at our lowest place is when we can find the most freedom. And so it's like I'm seeing somebody who's in a place where they feel on the outside, like their outside world, their outside circumstances aren't reflecting what they're feeling within. But it's like the person in prison can feel free even if their outside circumstances don't show that they are free. And that's something that I feel like is really coming through. I feel like this has to do with self-confidence. There could be, maybe you have suffered from bullying or people tearing you down. And this could have become a part of your narrative. But once you become aware that this is your narrative, you can release it. And you can start taking steps towards pursuing that career you want or that relationship you want. I feel like it all has to do with self-love, and it all has to do with your inner world. But I feel like you've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of introspection, a lot of going within, coming to these realizations. And now I feel like you're being given the opportunity to share your wisdom. And with this like imagery of this bird in the cage, I feel like maybe you have been in a period of being almost like on your own or in your own world or in your own reality. And right now you're being given the opportunity to go out and share. And I feel like your spirit guides are saying, we are rooting for you. We are betting on you. We know that you've got this. We know that you can do this. We know that you can handle it. And again, I feel like you could be an old soul. A lot of times, old souls reincarnate with tougher life lessons, tougher challenges, because we've already been through it and we know on a soul level that we can overcome and we can conquer and we can be the light for other people. I feel like you have a very powerful voice as well. I feel like you're very inspirational to other people, and I feel like you're being given the opportunity to share what you've gone through, to be vulnerable, and help other people. I feel like you are definitely a light worker of some sort. And right now, it's your time to speak. It's your time to shine. We're going to end with some advice and guidance for you. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 2, please? Advice advice and guidance for pile number 2. Okay, I feel like all of these cards are meant to be yours. So we have the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. And with this message coming through, I feel like your spirit guides are saying you're always in the right place at the right time. Everything is happening for you. And a lot of times, especially with this 8 of Winter, this is the 8 of Swords. You know, in the classic Rider-Waite 8 of Swords, she's blindfolded. She has all the swords around her. She has all the means to escape, but yet she's trapped in her own mind. I feel like you're being asked, the advice for you is to release expectation, whether that's on yourself or others. And really just like trust that the universe has your back and that everything is happening for you. And I just saw 444 again. I feel like there's something that you're building and you're being really asked to surrender control. And I feel like praying could be very helpful for you. Praying to the universe, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. And releasing this need to control what's going on around you. And then we have, I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again, I choose love. With this message of choice here, I feel like you're being given the opportunity to choose, but the real advice for you is awareness. I feel like it all comes back to this awareness. Once you realize that you have been beating yourself up, or you have been bullying yourself, or you have been judging yourself, that is whenever you are given the opportunity to release and to choose love instead. You know, it all comes down to awareness. Oh, there's a lot of people out there who beat themselves up, who judge themselves, you know, and they aren't aware that they're doing it. And they're still living in that lifestyle that's harming them. The real key is awareness. Once you become aware of the things that are no longer serving you, you can choose the things that do serve you. And then we have joy is the ultimate creator. So doing the things that you love, being loyal to what you love. If you felt drawn to another group, I suggest watching that group after this one. But you know, joy is like such a pure, high vibrational form, high vibrational state of being. And your spirit guides are saying time flies when you're having fun. Time flies by when you're having fun. And then this card says, my fearless freedom lights up the world. I feel like this could be a very powerful affirmation for you as well. We have that message of freedom again. It says, trust that God will lift you to new heights. Trust that the universe will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. And I feel like that's why children are such an inspiration to people, because they are in just such this like free-flowing energy. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2, I'm so sorry. Pile number 2. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, please comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye! Hello, if you chose the Riverstone, you are part of pile number 3. What opportunities are currently being presented to you? What opportunities are around you? The first thing that I was really picking up, I feel like you could be a Cancer, or you could have really prominent Cancer placements, or you could have certain planets transiting your 4th house at this time. I feel like you have maybe been really connecting with your ancestors, or the land in which you live. Things that have happened in the land specifically. So if you live on like an area where there was a lot of Native Americans, maybe you've been subconsciously or consciously connecting with that energy. Or maybe you lived in an area where there was a lot of druidism, druids. I feel like you're connecting with the ancestors of your lands, whether in your dreams or maybe you're consciously doing this. I also have an ancestor reading on this page if you feel called to go and watch that. There could be messages in that reading for you as well. I feel like you're very connected to the earth. You could have a lot of earth placements in your chart, so Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Or maybe you just really like rocks or crystals. I feel like you're very wise, and I feel like you understand that all things are energy. Really beautiful. I really love this stone, and I'm really being drawn right now to the like striations or like the lines, you know. And when we think about like our fossil record and records of the past of the land, we can view it all in stone through the layers and what happened in each of the layers. I feel like you could have really strong past lives on Earth, or maybe you've been doing a lot of past life regression. I just saw 222 on the clock timer, so that number could be significant for you as well. Let's go ahead and look at your cards. What opportunities are you being given? So we have You're Not Alone, Isolation, Physical Connection, Community. So right now, with that message of the ancestors, I feel like you're really being given the opportunity to learn more about your community, whether that's the people in your actual surroundings, or if you resonate with being a starseed or connecting with like your family members. I just heard like records. If there's something to do with records, if you've been feeling called to look at those, I feel like that an opportunity could come up where you're able to look at your lineage or your past like family. And I'm seeing a ladybug on my windowsill right now. I feel like this is a sign from somebody you love who's passed on. I feel like they could connect with you through insects or ladybugs specifically, or maybe you have like a ladybug tattoo or something. Normally, when I see ladybugs, I would associate this with luck and being in like a lucky period in your life or in your lifetime, but I do feel like this could be a loved one who's passed on. Maybe like a grandparent or an older family member specifically that's coming through. Let's see what else we have. We have Vulture. Nothing is wasted in reverse, number 63. With this card coming up, I feel like you're being given the opportunity to see the beauty in all things, even challenging things, even things that feel painful or like they're not really blessings. Your spirit guides are saying blessings in disguise. Blessings in disguise. I feel like your ancestors, your spirit guides are heavily around you right now. And then we have You Are Not Alone right here. Your spirit guides are around you right now, sending you love. Let's see what else you have. So we have Aries, I Am, with number 13. Aries. I feel like you're at the beginning phase of something. I feel like you've recently had like an ending of some sort, whether that's a relationship or a career or something like this. And I feel like you're being given the opportunity to start fresh. And I'm being drawn to the present moment. I feel like coming into the present moment will be very helpful for you, very healing for you. And I feel like making a gratitude list or a gratitude journal would also be very helpful for you. And I also feel like you're being given the opportunity to discover new parts of your identity. Maybe you have like a new interest or something like this, or something that you haven't done in a while that's like all of a sudden you feel very passionate about pursuing it. I feel like this is an opportunity around you right now. Let's see. We have apple dragon, health. A lot of red here. Red that has to do with the root chakra. So you could be doing root chakra healing. And you know, ladybugs are also red. And when we think about the root chakra, it's all about our physical connection to the earth, to our bodies. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to heal certain parts of yourself, whether that's through eating healthier food or exercising or releasing some kind of like pent-up energy. And I'm seeing specifically releasing pent-up energy through creativity. You could write or draw or take pictures. Photography is here as well. Let's see. And then we have wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. I feel like you're also being given the opportunity to play more. Your spirit guides, I feel like, are really strongly around you. I feel like they could show you things that maybe you used to enjoy, and that maybe you kind of fallen off or kind of like lost your passion for those things. I feel like your passion is being reignited, is something that's coming through. Your purpose is being reignited. And this could actually be like people around you doing things that you used to enjoy, and you're seeing how much fun they're having doing it, and so you're being called to do those things again. I'm seeing specifically painting as well. So maybe you enjoy painting. And we have on your card right here as well the image of a ladybug as well, if it'll focus. Right there. That's interesting. Ladybugs are really strongly coming up in your reading. I feel like with this I am here, the message of like spirituality is coming through. Connecting with the divine is coming through as well. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to recenter yourself. You could be doing yoga, or maybe you've been felt drawn to do yoga as well. I feel like you're coming out of a phase where you've done a lot of releasing, and now I'm just seeing like somebody with like a blank slate, a blank page. This could also have to do with your awareness. You could maybe be watching like a lot of spiritual teachings, or people talking about spirituality, or you could be watching a lot of tarot readings as well. I feel like this Aries card is very strong. You could be an Aries or have significant first house placements. I feel like you could also, maybe you felt drawn to another group as well. Aries. I feel like you're being given an opportunity to go out there and speak or show people things that you've created. And I'm seeing that, I think it's like a TikTok with Baby Groot, and he has like a picture, and Rocket is like looking at it. He like comes to him and he shows him his picture, and Rocket's like, oh, very nice. This is really nice. I feel like that's almost like your spirit guides. I feel like your spirit guides really want you to put your work out there. And it's almost like, I'm also getting the message you are not for everyone. I feel like you could have a very eccentric way of creating things, or almost like very kind of like, not a lot of people will understand, but your spirit guides are saying the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. So it's like you are meant to have, I feel like you're meant to create a community, or you're being given the opportunity to start creating a community of like-minded people. And I feel like you could also have a lot of interest, a lot of passions, a lot of hobbies. And I feel like your spirit guides are really encouraging you to pursue all of them. Do everything that draws your interest. Create is what your spirit guides are saying. And I feel like it's like you could be having a lot of inspiration to create, or you could be feeling a lot of like passion toward doing things or pursuing things. And I feel like this is the opportunity that's been given to you, is to create, to pursue. You're very protected as well, I will say. So it's like I was saying, you're not for everyone. The people that are meant to be seeing the work that you're putting out there will be drawn to it and will see it, and it will be inspiration for them. And your spirit guides, it's almost like I'm seeing them put this like protective bubble around you because they want you to feel comfortable in creating. They want you to feel like you can put your stuff out there without being judged. And I'm also feeling called, if you are a creative type or you do create things, I feel like your spirit guides could be encouraging you to maybe like put a protective like spell almost over the things that you create, saying whoever is meant to see this will meant to see it. It is so. And it's like the right people will come to those things. And you can have this sense of peace knowing that it is so. My work is protected. Well, let's see. We're going to draw some tarot cards. Spirit guides of love and light, what opportunities are being presented to pile number 3, please? What opportunities are being presented to pile number 3, please? Whoa! I feel like this card wants to come out as well. So I feel like this group could be, so normally I only have one fairy pile, and I will let you know pile number 2 felt very fairy-like, but I also feel like this group could be very connected to the fae as well. I feel like there's 2 fairy piles today. If you felt drawn to watch pile number 2, I encourage watching pile number 2 as well. But let's see what you have. Let's flip all of these over. What opportunities are being given to you? So we have the 3 of Spring. Stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. So with this card coming out, I feel like you're being given the opportunity to expand. And that's why I feel like your spirit guides are saying create, because it's like the more you create, the more you grow. And we just heard the ding for confirmation. So we have the Empress, which is all about creativity, all about receiving as well. I feel like you're meant to receive recognition for the things that you put out there. It says, time to leap into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. Time to hop into action. So like I was saying with that message of inspiration, I feel like you're being given inspiration. And I feel like it's because you are connecting to the divine in this very like deep way. And because you are in like turning the page in this new chapter as well. And so it says time to hop into action. If there's something you've been thinking about creating or making or drawing or writing or doing, your spirit guides are really encouraging you to do that thing and act on that inspiration. And they're saying when you receive moments of inspiration, it's for a reason. It's because you're meant to create. And they're also saying inspiration can sometimes be fleeting. So maybe writing down the ideas that you get, if you're like in a space, maybe you're at work or something and you can't actually get to work on that idea, write it down. That way you can look at it later. And once you compile a list of all your inspirations, all of the ideas, the thoughts, the things that you want to create, it's like you can easily tap into that energy again. And then we have King of Spring. Inspiring, dramatic, ambitious, wise. Now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful as long as you stay focused upon the big picture. I feel like you could definitely, if you were drawn to pile number 2, I really encourage watching that after this one. But it's like you're being given the opportunity to be the leader in your life. You're being given the opportunity to pursue your passion, to do the things you love. And especially with this Empress here, I feel like you could make money off of the things that you love as well. But I feel like you could be in the beginner stage. So it's like you're being asked to make and create without expecting something from anybody else in return. And that's why I feel like Spirit could really be your friend right now, because the things you're creating, I feel like, are meant to be shared with a lot of people, but in the beginning stages, not a lot of people will understand. And I'm being called to tell you, when we think about trends and people who set trends, a lot of times the people in that person's immediate surroundings will almost like belittle or ridicule, and it's because they don't understand. And they're kind of like stuck in their own ways, and you could maybe be wearing something that may seem outlandish to other people, but then somebody else sees it and is inspired by it and starts doing that thing, and it starts to catch on, and it's almost like a slow snowball effect. And then all of a sudden, 4 or 5 months later, the people who were ridiculing you for wearing your clothes that way or doing your makeup that way are now doing their makeup that way as well. It's like this slow snowball effect. And I feel like your spirit guides are really encouraging you to trust your intuition as well. And with this message, be the leader in your life. Do the things that you want to do. And then we have Magician here for you. It says, Unicorn, there is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. The Unicorn, I feel like you could also be experiencing maybe like a third eye awakening, or really tapping into your inner vision with this unicorn here. We have the horn coming out of the third eye, and unicorns are very, very magical creatures. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to express your magic to the world, to show the world the real you. We have that ding for confirmation as well. I feel like you also could be it's interesting because I feel like with pile 2, it was more so about them definitely being in the spotlight. I'm seeing like you're in the spotlight, but for the people who need to see what you're making is what I'm getting. Like the people, that's why I'm saying I feel like you're very protected. Your spirit guides are very protective over you because you are so eccentric. I feel like you're an artist to your core is something that they're saying. Like you are meant to create. And right now, you're being given the opportunity to create and put your work out there. And then let's see, what do we have on the back of the deck? We had the 8 of Spring, so this is the 8 of Wands. And we have the Bee, which, bees are all about hard work. It says, you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. I feel like you're in a very lucky point in your life as well. I feel like there's a lot of luck around you, especially I was getting the message of ancestors or passed on loved ones with the ladybug, but the ladybug can also mean luck, and your spirit guides are saying luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And when we think about the 3 of Spring or the 3 of Wands, this is somebody who's done the work, who's put their ideas out there, who's put their work out there. And it's like their ships are finally coming in. They're finally seeing the rewards of their work. And I feel like that's something that's coming in for you as well. I feel like you will soon see the rewards of your work. And I feel like things are happening or could be happening very fast around you. And it's like this card was saying, you know, you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessing that heaven sends you. So that's why I feel like I was very called to tell you to make a list of all of the inspirational ideas that come to you, or all the things that you want to create. Because, like I was saying, that feeling of inspiration can be very fleeting, but when you have a list of all the ideas that you have, it's like you can then remember them again and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember what I was feeling whenever I thought about that idea, or whenever that inspiration came to me. I feel like you're also being given the opportunity of receiving a lot of downloads at this time, receiving a lot of insights and epiphanies. And I just saw 2210 on the clock, so you could be seeing that number as well. But we're going to end with some advice and guidance for you from this deck. I'll just shuffle real quick. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3? So already I feel like something that is coming through is to trust the signs that you're receiving, trust the synchronicities that are around you, and trust the inspiration that you're receiving. You're receiving the inspiration because you are meant to create. Can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3, please? Spirit guides of love and light. I feel like grounding would be very helpful for you at this time. Grounding your ideas into reality. Grounding your physical body into this present moment. Spirit guides of love and light, can you please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3, please? Advice and guidance. Okay. So we have, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. I feel like this could be a very powerful affirmation for you. And it's like you're in this period of expansion. I really feel like you're in this like spring phase of your life where you're expanding and you're growing at such a rapid rate. And so I feel like the universe is really asking you to really ground right now. And then we have, happiness is my birthright. My birthright. And we just saw 2424 on the clock, so you could be 24. Or maybe 24 is a significant number for you as well. Happiness is my birthright. That's the whole reason you're here, is to be happy, to experience love. And then we have, the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So advice for you really is to release expectations of yourself and others. And then we have attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So if there are people projecting onto you, or if you do come across people who don't understand what it is you're creating, I feel like you're really being called to look at these people with a sense of compassion and know and understand that hurt people hurt people. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, please comment down below and let me know. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. This really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you later. Bye.